NMAHP Researcher Development Institute. Our Researcher Development Institute for Nurses, Midwives and Allied Health Professionals is an exciting initiative backed by a £3.2 million grant funded by Newcastle Hospitals Charity. All year round, many of our nurses, midwives and AHPs are working hard, alongside their clinical practice, to drive forward research for the benefit of our patients. Sometimes making space for this can be more challenging than it needs to be for a range of reasons. But this funding, alongside ring-fenced CPD funds, will make things easier, supporting programmes to help people like you become research leaders. It will help you develop, no matter what stage you're at in your research leadership journey, offering everything from pre to post-doctoral support. Importantly, we will support you alongside your clinical career, as the fellowship programmes are designed intentionally to enable clinical and academic development in parallel, therefore all opportunities are part-time. We have divided the opportunities by the seasons, so you know what is available and when, and can prepare in advance of applications opening. In spring, the Masters in Research Fellowships open. This part-time 3-year fellowship provides funded backfill for up to 2.5 days per week. It also funds the tuition fees for a part-time Masters in Research. In summer, the Chief Nurse Fellowships open. These senior fellowships support an individual nurse, midwife or AHP to work with the Executive Chief Nurse on a research priority. Funding 2 days per week for 12 months, this fellowship includes other leadership development opportunities, whilst learning more about the Executive Chief Nurse team. The Postdoctoral Chief Nurse Fellowship will enable our postdoctoral nurses, midwives and AHPs to access funded supported up to 2 days per week for 12 months to explore an area of research aligned with trust priorities. This will enable much needed additional time and space to develop research priorities. As autumn arrives, we will open our research internships. Established for over 5 years now, this was the first programme dedicated to nurses, midwives and AHPs to be supported by our charity. These fund 1 day a week of clinical time over a 6-month period to make space for interns to undertake a work-based research project in their clinical area. Heading into winter, we see the launch of the doctoral fellowships. These fellowships are part-time with backfill funded for up to 2.5 days per week. Tuition fees for a part-time doctoral programme, whether professional doctorate or PhD, are also funded. There is also a small additional pot of up to £5,000 for project costs. This is a 6-year fellowship. As well as our 4 seasons of opportunities, we can now also offer a dedicated research capacity building support fund. This will be important in helping with those smaller yet very challenging issues that can slow down your progress. Open to applications from nurses, midwives and AHPs all year round, this fund will provide flexible and accessible support when it's needed for a range of requests. There's even more support available for staff returning from completed doctoral training, pre-doctoral bridging funding and flexible grants to support a range of project costs. If you'd like to find out more information, get in touch with our NMAHP research team by email. Our new Researcher Development Institute is a fabulous addition to the frameworks and support we already have in place to help you, our nurses, midwives and AHPs, to take your research aspirations forward. We look forward to seeing our Institute Fellows grow in numbers, while the impacts and benefits spread across our staff, patients and population beyond. The NMAHP Researcher Development Institute, helping you make space for research.